You ready for this?
Not really.
It's the Andrew Christopher Show.
You're supposed to dance.
With Andrew
No.
Christopher and host.
You're a dancer.
Yeah.
It's the Andrew Christopher Show.
This part will be covered, don't worry.
The Billy we call it the AC Show.
But you never know when it'll come back.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So do
really,
something.
really call
Dance.
it the AC Show.
Quit looking at yourself.
Really, really, really call it the AC Show.
I love you. It's going to be okay.
It's the AC Show. It's the AC Show with AC
You dab?
host. Check it
No,
out.
I don't dab.
You don't dab. How are you feeling?
A little nervous.
Yeah? It's going to
Right.
be okay. You're the first female on the Andrew Christopher Show. How do you feel about that?
Very honored.
Right?
Yeah. Well, the kids have been on.
And you're like the first lady of the Andrew Christopher Show. Like if I was, because I'm the president
Okay.
of the AC Show. You look nice.
Thanks.
Doesn't she look great, everybody? My wife, Jaime Christopher. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Oh, jeez. Nothing. Oh, this was not my idea.
Where were you born?
I was born in Connecticut.
How old were you?
Okay.
So one of the reasons I started this podcast was because Jaime doesn't always appreciate my humor. And so this is something I could do and be as funny as I think I am, even if she doesn't appreciate it. So you were born in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And how long did you live there?
We lived there till I was about 5.
Yeah. And then,
Then we moved to here. Moved to Crescent Beach.
that's right, you were in Crescent Beach.
Yeah.
Were you part of the swim club?
No, I wasn't.
Why not?
Spent my summers dancing, so never was part of that. Yeah.
But you wouldn't dance for the intro.
No.
I was joking about that.
No, sorry.
So I was thinking we should start off because of my terrible memory, and we could help the people learn a bit more about our relationship.
Okay.
First of all, when we met, because there's been a bit of conflicting information coming from me, whether it was 5 years ago or 7 or 8 years ago or ish.
7 years.
7 years?
Yeah.
Not quite 8. And because you have like 3 different anniversaries for us, right?
No.
So yes, you do. Let's go through those because I know you know them. The first time we met.
That would have been end of February 2012.
And then our first official date,
It was March 3rd,
right?
2012.
But then isn't like St. Patrick's Day one of our anniversaries too?
It seemed cooler.
Yeah.
It was our first, you told me you loved me, St. Patrick's Day, so
I did, didn't I?
you did.
And then our actual anniversary now, the only one I'm supposed to remember is...
Do you remember it?
Don't know if you put me on a spot like that.
Well, it wasn't that long ago.
It's August.
Okay. Good job.
12th, 14th, 10th. You tell me.
August 14th.
Yes, see, I knew that. It was one of those. Actually, I did remember that. That was a good time. So we've only been married a year and a half, coming up on 2 years.
Yeah.
But I figured we should do this episode and try and tell the people how to have a successful marriage
Okay.
and relationship from all of our experience.
Yeah.
Because I think we do a great job. Like, we don't fight. We've never really fought, have we? Like, I mean, like, physically, we've never, like,
No.
knocked each other out. So we got that going for us.
That's good.
I think you bit me one time. Do you
Yeah.
remember?
It was,
You remember that?
yeah, I do.
That was a funny night. Maybe we'll get into that later if we need to fill some time.
Okay.
We do fight, don't we?
Yeah.
Not physically.
No.
So that's a plus in our books. But
Thank you.
I think we're both, in a different way, very strong-willed people. Mm-hmm. You're very outgoing, would you say, with your strong-willedness?
It depends. I'm very shy at first.
Yeah, but that's not in a relationship or marriage, right? No.
I'm right. So I'm
And you give it... I don't know. That's weird. I don't know if you're shy because so we got a new setup here. Hey, I just thought of that because I'm leaning against the wall. I'm like, oh, this is pretty comfortable. I can do this now.
I refused to come on here until it looked good.
I know, but I wanted to set it up this way for a while, and we fought about that.
Yeah.
So.
And I gave in.
But like, it's people you don't even know or don't even meet on the phone, or like, not at restaurants, I guess. But you're pretty strong-willed on the phone if you need to get something done. You're kind of you're the pushy one that gets us like free stuff.
Not really.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I take care of business, I guess.
Are you a little nervous right now,
A little
Jamie?
bit, yeah.
Why do you think you're nervous?
I don't know. This is not natural.
You said you don't like the sound of your voice.
No,
I really like it.
thank you. That's nice.
You're right. This is not a very natural thing.
No.
But I also said sometimes you're a bit critical of things that I do. And now I feel like I'm putting the shoe on the other foot, or I'm putting the shoes on your feet.
Okay.
And we'll be able to look back and see how great of a job you did.
Okay.
It's going to be fine.
All right.
You can relax. The headphones comfy?
Sure.
Jamie always laughs, and I guess I shouldn't say this, but those are my gym headphones.
Yeah.
So I give them to all my guests. I do a pretty good job sanitizing them after my workouts. So don't worry, everybody. They're fine.
Aren't we supposed to do this?
Which one?
Family
Do
time?
you want to push it?
Sure.
Nobody's touched my boss jock before, but I feel like you've touched me everywhere else. So we can go ahead. Okay.
Okay.
Well, you need to say something about it then.
This is always my favorite part of the podcasts.
Really?
I think Haven's hilarious in it. So
Yeah. And Jamie sings a little bit.
a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Not much.
Let's hit it.
Okay.
Family time, family time. Ooh, 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 it's family time. It's family time. Ooh, yeah.
That's very
Doesn't
Haven.
yeah. And she's a singer too. Quite a catch.
No.
Yeah, you did fine.
Thanks.
And we fought about that song too, didn't we?
No.
Just with the kids mostly.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure everybody fights with their kids. I think what I've come to learn most about marriage and relationships and like a family like this is that sometimes people think they're parenting wrong or they're doing their relationship stuff wrong, and they're like, oh, look at everybody else and they probably don't do this. I'm pretty sure everybody is like pretty similar. Wouldn't you agree?
What are you getting at?
Like parents yell at their kids. Parents get pissed off at their kids and oftentimes do not like their kids many times throughout the day. I think that's pretty honest, and I think most parents being honest would admit to that. Same thing with your spouse, maybe. Mm-hmm. You seem to agree to that one pretty quickly.
Yeah, you piss me off sometimes, so.
Right? And you piss me off sometimes too. Mm-hmm. So I think it's pretty normal. And I think if people do not admit that, then they're the ones who are not normal.
Okay.
So we're doing pretty good, I think. So in terms of our history, why don't we go through a bit of that first before we get into some of the harder hitting questions about our marriage and relationship. But so the easy one, how we met is a pretty interesting story, I think. It was in regards to my song Pray for LJ, because Jamie's daughter, Jaden, my stepdaughter, she was going through treatment for leukemia. How old was she?
3.5.
3.5 when she was diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys spent some time in the hospital.
Yep.
And then a lot of outpatient stuff.
Yep.
And at that time, I was in the hospital with Lily Jean.
Yeah, I think we were diagnosed in August of 2011.
Yeah.
And you guys, October. We never crossed paths because we didn't spend a lot of time. We didn't spend a lot of time as inpatients. So, anyway, then.
And then we, Pardon My Striptease, my band, put out a song to help raise money for the Children's Hospital. And you caught wind of this. Mm-hmm. And what were you thinking? Like how sexy that singer guy was, and
Not
I
really,
wish I
actually.
could chat him up. No,
No.
yeah, right.
Not at all. No, I saw the video and I actually was looking to just reach out even to Chelsea, Lily's mom, just to say thank you for doing all this for the hospital. But I couldn't find her on Facebook, so I found you,
Yeah, right.
actually. Messaged you. Probably, well, that would have been December
Okay, so yeah, messaged me December of 2011.
11.
Gotcha.
Yes. Totally neutral message. I actually was with someone at the time, so I had no intentions. And do you want me to just...
Yeah, go.
for it?
This is your episode. People don't want to hear me talk.
All right. So that was December, and then you never wrote me back.
No.
So I was like, all right, whatever. Went on with my life. We were...
Heartbroken.
No, I was fine. We were put into the hospital the first week, well, New Year's Day of 2012. So we were in for about a week, and it was during that time that I decided I'm going to go down to the cafeteria. So went down to the cafeteria. My boyfriend at the time was in the room with Jaden, and
Do you remember what you ate that day from the cafeteria?
no.
I always liked they had like those they had like a pita pit there, didn't they?
No, I would have known that.
It was a pita something. They had a
Maybe they did.
falafel pita that I always
I
had.
don't remember what I had.
See,
Anyway.
I've got a good memory for this kind of stuff.
So anyway, walking, I don't know, for people that know Children's Hospital, and it's a very long walk to the cafeteria. And I think it was in the cafeteria that I saw you. And then we kind of looked at each other, and then I was like, oh, it's that guy.
More so, I was probably checking you out.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I said, well, weird. He never wrote me back. Oh, well, whatever. So he left the cafeteria, and then I left. And it's a pretty long walk, like I said. And I remember you looked back at me a few times. It was
Again.
just awkward.
Probably checking you out.
Then we ended up at the elevator at the same time. So we were in the elevator together.
And so you knew who I was.
I knew who you were.
Right.
And I was like,
I had no idea. I hadn't seen this message yet.
no.
And hadn't seen you around before.
I didn't know this. So anyway, I got back up to the hospital room because we went to separate floors. We were on the second floor. You guys, I'm assuming third floor.
Third floor, yeah.
And I remember telling my ex, I said, remember that guy I messaged, that music video we watched together? I'm like, I just think I saw him in the elevator, but he didn't say anything to me. What a jerk. So anyway, went on about my business, and then I think I saw you again in the clinic maybe a couple weeks later. You looked a little unhappy, so I didn't even bother saying anything. You still...
But I
hadn't
think I
messaged
remember this part. I remember seeing you in the clinic that day.
Maybe.
That's my...
You don't remember the cafeteria?
I think I remember the elevator, not the cafeteria. I remember the elevator a little bit, I think, or maybe it's you telling me. But I remember seeing you in the clinic one time.
Yeah, it was like a couple weeks later.
You looked pretty sad too, but I think that's just your
Yeah.
RBF.
Yeah. Anyway, then it was, I think it was the day, it must have been February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. Then I got you friend requested me. And I was like, what the heck?
So
still hasn't wrote me back.
And you had messaged me in December.
And
now it's February.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I guess I could have scrolled back and found that message. I bet I could. We could. We'll add it.
Yeah.
Or I literally just said, thank you so much for what you've done for the hospital and raising all this money. And it hits close to home and yada, yada, yada. Nothing. No intentions.
No, I guess not. I'm going to try and look it up. Keep telling. It's a good
You're
story.
going to have to scroll a long time.
Actually, yeah, okay. I'm not going to look that one up.
No.
It'll take too long.
Yeah, you can add it
I'm looking
later.
up the itinerary for later.
Okay. So anyway, friend requested me, and then he messaged me, and he said that it went to his other inbox.
You guys know the other inbox? I'm sure this has happened many times, and many guys
it's a
have
bit
missed
better
out
now.
on amazing ladies messaging them wanting to date and get married and stuff.
Yeah.
And the other, yeah, it is. Is it different now?
Yes, it tells you when
You
you
do.
have a message in
But
your
it never used to do that.
No.
It was just this thing that half the people on Facebook didn't even know about. And then randomly one day I found it. And
I'm sure you had lots of messages in there. But
oh yeah.
anyway,
All
so
the ladies.
yeah, so that was mid-February, and then we started talking, and we talked a lot. It was like we brought back the MSN days almost, but we just
did you mention that? Oh, didn't we? Yeah, but then we actually did download
Oh yeah,
MSN Messenger
for fun.
because we were chatting on Facebook and we were like, oh, remember we used to talk on MSN Messenger?
Yeah,
And so we actually re-downloaded it on our computers. Or I don't know if you still had yours, but I had to find it and sign in and
yeah,
chatted on there a little bit.
yeah. So we
talked a lot.
a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was again on the end of my relationship at the
Yes.
time. I was already planning on moving out. And so I remember I hadn't told Andrew that I was with someone.
Mm-hmm.
You
Forgot that little detail.
Well, you also had a bit of a complicated situation for yourself. So
yeah, of course, Lily's mom and I were splitting up then as well.
well, you already had
Yeah,
split
that
up,
was
but it
that was
wasn't.
in December.
Yeah, it wasn't announced, I guess.
No, because it was Lily Jean's treatment and sickness got a lot of coverage, and again because of this song as well that raised a lot of money and got a lot of national news attention and stuff. So yeah, we were keeping our personal lives as personal as we could, but
Yeah, I assumed that they were together even when I messaged you.
yeah.
So, I remember I messaged you and told you that I had a boyfriend and I was on the way out with that. And, but somehow in our conversation, I had given you a list of songs that I really wanted you to sing. One of which was Mr. Big, To Be With You. And
Good song.
you, when you found out I was going to be ending things, you recorded yourself singing that song. It's on YouTube.
It's hidden though, isn't it?
It's hidden.
Yeah.
I can find the link.
I made it private.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll share the link
It's pretty good.
if this video gets to 300 views. But this was back when I was like kind of chubby Andrew.
Terrible hair.
Terrible hair. No, the hair was sweet. At least I had hair.
Terrible shoes.
Shoes were awesome. These Adidas like skateboard shoes.
Yeah, I don't know if we must have, maybe I went a little too, no.
These
I did.
timeline things are
Yeah.
hard, hey?
So-
Anyway, we might find that link. But yeah, I did that song for you, saying how stoked
That was
I
after
was.
we met. We did meet. You decided to come out and out to White Rock and meet me.
Right.
And I remember you brought me flowers.
in the Rona parking lot
We met at the Rona parking lot in South Surrey
in your Mazda 3.
in my Mazda 3, and you brought me flowers, and I remember not knowing what to do with them because I hadn't told you I had a boyfriend at the time.
Right.
So that was awkward. Anyway, we went to lunch. And then we decided to go shopping when I saw your shoes. And I'm pretty sure you were wearing... I don't think you were wearing basketball shorts at the time because I don't know if I would have...
I probably had jeans on at least.
Yeah.
Or
So
my high school sweatpants.
No. So, yeah, we went out for lunch. It was good.
You made me buy a bunch of clothes, right?
We went shopping and we went
Yeah.
to H&M and RW and Co.
Yeah.
And then we continued to talk and then I had a bad day once. I was having a bad day. I think I remember what it was and you weren't. I remember this was a big deal. This made a big impact on me because you didn't have a car. You guys were sharing a car at the time.
Oh, really?
And I remember you
I
said
don't remember that at all.
you scrambled to find someone's car. I think you actually ended up borrowing Dylan's car. And you came out to see
Thanks,
me.
Dylan.
Yeah. Made you a sandwich.
Yeah, I remember that sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's very sweet of me, hey?
yeah, it was nice. And then I guess you asked if we could take me on an official date. I guess a week later or so.
Let's get into that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So I will do my part. That's easy because it's written down in an itinerary that I gave you. Or do you have something to add?
Well, no, I'm just wondering. I can't remember if I had told you that I'm a very
Right, yeah, you must have.
detailed person. And
Otherwise, I wouldn't have done something this lame.
so I remember you emailed me and you wrote me an itinerary for the night. And it was wonderful.
So I'll present you with this itinerary for Jamie and my first date. And then we'll get into that crazy story of a night, which honestly is one of the craziest nights I've ever experienced when you think about everything that went on. So here's the itinerary for how the night was supposed to go. 5 p.m. arrive at Accent Inns, Richmond, which is where I was staying while Lily Jean was going through treatment. 5 to 6 p.m. cocktails, conversation, hockey in the background.
Of course.
6:10 catch bus at Canby Street. I couldn't really understand that. Why did we have to do that?
I have no idea because we didn't want to drive somewhere.
6:20 arrive at Legends Pub. But so is that by the bowling alley?
It must be.
Which again, it's
I think they've changed it.
yeah, they've just changed names, I guess. So there we go. 6:20 arrive at Legends Pub. 6:30 to 9:30 dinner, drinks, and the Canucks game. 9:30 walk to Famous Players across the street to see Goon, Chronicle, Act of Valor, or Dr. Seuss's The Lux, which I've never seen any of those movies, and that's weird.
Probably never would have wanted to pick any of those movies.
What would you pick if you had to?
I have no idea.
So Goon is the hockey movie with, what's his nuts? Chronicle, what's that one?
No idea.
Act of Valor? Sounds like a war movie or something. Or Dr. Seuss's The Lux, which I don't know why we would go see that. Anyway, so that was the plan. Oh, and then 11:30 approximately. This is a good one. Back to hotel or other establishment for more laughs and drinks. Smiley face. Oh no, this is the good one. 2 a.m. Lights out. ... Unless you like to leave them on. Winky face. Just kidding. Smiley face.
Oh, God.
So there was the itinerary for our first date.
Yeah.
We were going to meet at this restaurant and then go see a movie right across the street. Then call her a night. Nice, respectable first date.
Yeah.
I was trying to, impress you with a nice, quiet evening and romantic-ish.
Yeah.
Then turned into a pretty big party. So what happened? Where did that all go wrong? Where did my itinerary fail?
We went to the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And you watched the hockey game while talking to me, which has not changed.
So, and...
I should have known.
Yes. And for me, I was like, sweet. Because it's about on. And so this is kind of where you were not honest. You were like, yeah, this is cool. We could talk. You can watch hockey. We can go for dinner. You can watch hockey.
Who isn't like that?
Yeah. And now it's like, Andrew, pay attention to me. Look at me when you're talking to me. Don't watch the hockey game. Like, this is what you signed up for, babe. Anyway, we'll get into that later. Continue. Watch the hockey game out of the corner of my eye while talking to you.
Yeah, so there was we ate dinner. There was a bowling alley that was attached to the restaurant. And I think I went to the bathroom and there was a bunch of girls in there with obnoxious outfits on.
Oh, yeah.
Like tight and bright themed. And they were bowling. And they said, what are you doing tonight? And I was like, I'm just on a date. And they're like, well, do you want to come bowling? Where's your guy? Let's hang out. And I was like, okay. And normally I really just wouldn't hang out with people I don't know. Like
Random
I said,
people. Yeah.
Pretty shy when I first meet people. So, I came out of the bathroom and I was like, hey, do you want to go check out the bowling alley? Because there's these people that want us to go bowling with them. And so we went to the bowling alley and turns out they were I don't know, group of like 15 people
Yeah.
from Yaletown, and they were in Richmond, and which I thought was really weird because most people that live in Vancouver probably wouldn't come to Richmond to hang out.
Yeah, but it was a kick-ass bowling alley.
I guess. Yeah. So they were pretty rowdy. It was
Very rowdy.
Yeah, very rowdy.
We didn't bowl.
No.
We just sat on the sidelines,
Yeah, and
chatting a little bit with some of them.
so rowdy that I think everyone got asked to leave.
Yeah.
So we left with them, and I guess they had a limo.
Yeah.
And so they were waiting for the limo to come, but they needed to get booze, and there was nowhere to buy booze.
And no one had a car
And no
because
one
they
had a
took
car.
a limo from Yaletown to Richmond, and they were going to take a limo back.
Yeah. But then somehow Andrew said, well, I have a car.
Let's go.
So Andrew and a couple guys got in a car and left me with a group of strangers.
I mean, yeah, they're all girls. They said they would take care of you.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll let you fill this part in because I wasn't in the car.
Yes. So I was driving these guys to the liquor store, and our cats just went crazy up there. Jamie just got them a new cat tree. We'll get into that later. They were driving to the liquor store, and next thing I know, from the back seat on this guy's key is a line of cocaine, and he puts it in front of my face. And this
While you're
was
driving.
honestly the first time I'd ever seen cocaine in my life. How old was I?
I don't know. 20. How old are you?
Yeah.
25?
So I was 25.
I don't know.
First time I'd ever seen cocaine, let alone have it that close to my face. And I was like, I'm okay. And he passed it over to the passenger seat, and the guy just ripped the rail off his key, and they continued to do such. I think, did I tell you that when I got back?
Not right away.
No, I was probably like,
Because I was like texting you saying, okay, hurry up and come back because this is weird. Are you coming back? Or are you just leaving me? I mean, I didn't even know you very well.
So we got some booze. I did not do the cocaine. And then we got back to the bowling alley, hopped in the limo, right?
Yeah, decided we were going to go with them to Yaletown.
And this is where our song... See, I love doing this because this refreshes all my memories. So this is why one of our songs is Feel So Close by
Calvin
Harris. Yeah, it was on our wedding CD. We walked out to it, like the grand entrance at our wedding.
Yeah.
Because they freaking had this song on repeat, or it just seemed to... It was probably played at least 5 times on the drive downtown.
Very loudly.
Very loud in this limo, and they were going nuts. Obviously, like I said, high on cocaine, and everybody's wasted.
Yeah.
And in their Titan Brights, and it was like a rave inside this limo.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun. We were having a great time.
Yeah.
Right? Like it was fun.
Yeah.
And by this time, we had got a little buzz on, I'm sure.
Yeah. So,
And then we get downtown.
yeah.
You'll know better about the clubs we ended up at.
I think we went
Jamie
to...
was a bit of a bar star back in the day, before all this happened. But so she knows the downtown club scene pretty well.
So we went to this place. I think it was called Barcelona.
Yes, Barcelona, that's right.
I don't even know if it's still in existence, but my friend was actually bouncing there, and he knew one of the guys that was in this group. And anyway, so we went in, and everyone just kept drinking, and it was pretty crazy. And I don't really remember much other than, and not for like, because I was super drunk or anything like that.
Yeah, we had a few. We both kept it pretty respectful.
Yeah, it was
like
very...
I said, I was trying to impress you, so
yeah.
I was taking it easy. And we were just, dance floor,
Yeah,
going crazy.
So we were on the dance floor, and I think one of the girls from the group started dancing with me, and
It was hot.
very
Very
something. I don't even know.
seductively.
It was interesting. So then the girl was just,
So hot.
stop dancing on me, and then this guy came from behind, and so I was kind of sandwiched in the middle of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, Andrew, like, help
Jamie
me.
sandwich.
So Andrew came and was then behind the girl, so it was just this group, and that's
Double
when...
sandwich, they call that on the dance floor. On the D floor.
Okay.
I know my bar scene too. I'm pretty hip. So the double sandwich on the D floor.
Oh my God. So,
And then
so then
this is where it gets good.
I think the girl just tried to start making out with me, and it's just not something I do.
You were dodging like some of these.
So that's when Andrew went in for the first kiss.
Yeah.
And that was our first kiss with...
Because the guy was very adamant that you kissed this girl.
I'm pretty sure
And-
yeah, well...
And then you were kind of saying no, and I could see that. And so I grabbed you and we started kissing.
Yeah, so that was our first kiss. Meanwhile, I'm still sandwiched between these strangers. Where then somehow the idea of us all leaving together came up.
What was his name? I just know the guy had a girl name.
His name was Lindsay.
Lindsay,
Yeah.
yes. Should have known something was up then.
So...
And you put it very modestly. They wanted to take us home and bang.
I guess.
Like switcheroo, I don't know. Or like all at once, or I don't know how those things work. I'm not
that way either.
No.
So
we were very thankful. We both said no.
So we ended up... How did we get...
I think
we took a cab, I think, back to your hotel in...
No, to the River Rock where my car was. Or something like that, right?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And so... we...
Did we do it?
Nope.
No, we did not. Because I'm a gentleman.
Okay.
We did not do it.
Yes, because at that time in your life, you told me you were saving yourself for marriage.
Jesus. Oh, for marriage.
And I was like, oh, all right, that's fine.
Again, trying to act the part.
Yeah. So we went to bed, and I woke up not feeling very well in the morning, and
Did we do anything that night?
I don't know. My
we-
grandma's probably watching.
Your
this.
grandma's watching?
So
My grandma's not watching.
No.
My mom's watching.
yeah,
We probably just made out.
yeah. And so
Jamie was pretty hungover.
so yeah, he went and got me.
McDonald's. First thing in the morning. And like not even breakfast. I think I
No,
got you
cheeseburger. Yeah, that's
or
the
Big
best.
Mac, I would
No,
think.
cheeseburger.
Just cheeseburger. And I was like, this girl eating cheeseburgers in the morning. I don't know. Get out of there, man.
Yeah, right.
Jamie was the hottest girl I'd ever been with.
You hadn't been with me.
Well, I mean, like just dating at least. So I was pretty head over heels. I remember talking to all my friends, being like, I'm seeing this girl. She's so hot. Or we're finally going on our first date. And yeah, I was falling pretty hard, but I was saving myself.
Yeah.
I said, nah. She was pushing for it.
No, I was not. Anyway, then I think I moved the following weekend.
No, I moved you.
Yeah. Okay. Jaden and I decided we were going to move to Yaletown. I don't know. I was going through some stuff.
Oh,
So
so after these swingers try and take you home from the club in Yaletown, you decide to move to Yaletown.
well, I
Interesting.
already signed a lease, and that was already in the plans. So
Oh, okay. It was a sick apartment. I loved that place.
yeah, it was good.
Right?
It was just a bit
It was
small.
up on like the 15th floor or something. You could see so much of downtown.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we had some good nights there.
Yeah.
The Primetime Challenge. That's where the Sister Wives really came to fruition.
Yeah.
Tara and Stephanie. We would all cuddle up in the bed together.
Yeah. It's true.
It happened a few times, but yeah, that place was awesome.
Yeah, they fell in love with you. We went out one night. I think it was Stephanie's birthday.
Yeah, I remember a bit of that. We'll
Oh,
pull
no,
up
that
a
was-
photo. There's a good photo of that night.
Oh, yeah.
It was my Pender Island disc golf t-shirt that I had since high school. I found in a change room. Did I ever tell you that?
No.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Not
you wouldn't have let
surprised.
me wear it.
Well, I guess actually, hang on. You had that show that I brought my parents to. That one my dad talked about
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. And that was the first time. I mean, you had played guitar a little bit for me at the time. But that was the first time I saw you on stage. And I was like, holy crap, who the heck is this guy? Like, this is not who I've been hanging out with.
Yeah, because I'm a badass. up
Because
there.
you're totally different on stage, especially when...
all sweaty.
Okay.
Yelling, screaming.
Yeah, it was so crazy. So
Drugs and booze flying everywhere.
stop trying to make yourself sound cool. And then it was St. Patrick's Day where which one happened first? Now I'm confused.
We can look
I-
it up, but that would take a long time.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day, you came out to Chilliwack.
Yeah, and
Okay, but sorry, what were
I
you
was just
getting at
saying,
here?
like, maybe St. Patrick's Day was the first time I saw you sing because
Oh yeah,
it was
yeah.
such a difference.
But that was like, I was just on my own. doing
yeah,
a solo
that's what I
show.
mean. Like
Yeah.
which is kind of what you do now.
And I was probably pretty drunk St. Patrick's Day.
I don't know.
We had quite a few friends there. That was a good time.
Yeah, so that was me meeting all your friends,
Yeah.
and then
Ended up back in my place
with a lot of people.
where my mattress was on the floor because I was in the middle of moving out, or
Yeah,
Chelsea had moved out already. So there was like
yeah, it was
nothing
really
there.
really
we were
classy.
sitting on the floor. I still had my TV, at least.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, the
then,
mattress. Was in the
mattress was
living?
just on the floor no, it was in the bedroom still. But.
Yeah. Anyway. And then you told me you loved me that night.
And that was the first time we made love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, babe?
Yeah.
Our parents know that we've had sex. Right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
At least 3 times.
Yeah.
No, because I
No.
told them that. And then we had Haven. That was the second time. And now we've got our baby boy on the way.
Yeah.
So 3 times.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
So then, yeah, St. Patrick's Day. And from there, it was all love and rainbows. And then we broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together.
Yeah, we kind of got
Broke
ourselves
up.
in a little too deep, too quickly.
Faux show. Like we
Both
said, both going
going-
through
yeah.
cancer treatments and breakups. So it was infatuation at first, I would say.
Maybe on your part.
Come on. Come on.
Well, I was going to bring this up, and my sister wives spend a lot of time. It was usually you and with me, Tara, and stuff. And we had gone out. This is when we went out for Stephanie's birthday, which actually her birthday's this weekend.
Happy birthday, Stephanie.
Yeah. We went out for her birthday and everyone came back. And then the next morning, you literally just sang to us all day.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. And
Lucky ladies.
that's where Tara's love for you began. And then we decided to drive out to Chilliwack with you to play baseball.
Oh, man. This is a
so
good
random.
fight, too. I was playing with, who was it?
No idea.
Oh, I know some of the players' names, but it was a Sunday for sure. And so it was the Wildlife League. Chilliwack people will know what this is. And so it's like pretty slummy baseball. Yeah. It was a pretty eclectic mix of people on our team.
Yeah.
Didn't I end up playing in jeans?
Yep.
Because
Eugene's.
I didn't have any of my stuff.
No.
But they were like, we need you, come play.
You came and then you ripped your jeans.
Yeah, I slid and ripped my jeans trying to show off to the girls. And you
Yeah.
guys were just hanging out in the bleachers, having some beers. Mm-hmm. And then it was freaking WrestleMania or something. Remember that? Some
Yeah,
girl
so
on the team was like, oh, I rented the WWF pay-per-view.
Yeah, and we went back to her house.
Do you want
and
to
it
come over? I was like, do you watch wrestling?
was- Anyway, that
So-
wasn't really that
That's
relevant.
Well-
But my point of bringing that up
Okay.
was that the girls and I were trying to find some red flags. He was just too perfect, too Prince Charming like.
Yeah. Can't help it.
We made some disturbing jokes. I don't remember, but they're just stupid anyway because he just seemed way too much in a good way.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we found the red flags later on.
Yeah. What were they? No, wait. You mean you and the girls?
Well, you kind of made some pretty terrible decisions in your
I
past.
thought you were gonna talk about that one girl. I was like, yeah.
What one girl?
That I had been with, and I thought all you guys were like, You were...
Oh, well,
Remember?
there's been plenty of those. So, no.
Anyway, okay, no, it wasn't that.
No.
There was a girl who I had been with, and I
Yeah.
pointed it out to Jamie and the girls, and
But
I
that-
thought that was one of your red flags.
No.
Well, that's good to know.
These flags were a darker red.
A darker shade of red. Crimson, if you will. What isn't that? Yeah, the crimson letter, right? No, the scarlet letter. I don't know what I'm talking about, really, but
Anyway. Yeah, so we had some hiccups.
Yep. Some out of our control, some that we should have controlled better.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
No. So,
Thank God we gave each other second and third chances.
Yeah.
Mostly me. I needed a lot of those chances.
Yeah.
But you were no angel. You made things pretty difficult too.
Yeah. So we had, in the process of these bad decisions, decided to move out to White Rock. We had already signed a lease on a townhouse, and
Yes.
you had made some pretty terrible decisions, and I had a big decision to make whether I
You could
continue-
stop saying that.
Well, it was bad.
And then you made us buy this frickin' $60,000 car. We just put this on your credit card. It's fine. Bam, $10,000 down payment on my credit card. That was all you, babe. Got us into this mess.
Anyway,
Just a glimpse there for you.
yeah. So we moved to White Rock and or South Surrey, I guess, and it didn't really get better.
It was fine.
Yeah. It was just difficult. We were all going through some difficult things. And I guess fast forward a little bit.
Yeah, let's fast forward a bit. This is getting depressing.
Okay, yeah.
Who made the first move? We forgot this. This was one of my questions.
You?
Oh, I guess it was that kiss on the dance floor. So
Yeah.
that was a bad question. I did make the first move, yeah.
It's not a bad question.
No, but we explained it already.
I don't know any of these questions.
No, you don't. There's not many questions. We kind of covered some of those, but it was at this place in White Rock where you told me to write you a love song.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
this?
Of course. Who wouldn't ask that?
I feel like it was something you asked for a lot.
Well, who wouldn't?
Oh, but actually, before that, I should have loaded this song up. I wrote another song about you, but it was not as nice. It was kind of nice, but it was like, come on, get your shit together. I'm right here. Be with me. Otherwise, I'm out of here. Can't take it anymore. It was called In Here. You guys will know it from my debut album, Gone. Andrew Christopher, solo acoustic stuff. I could probably get it up pretty quick, actually.
No, it's fine. This one's better.
We'll play it afterwards. But so what happened on this one? I remember a little bit about it. I remember leaving you like a note on the computer with the lyrics. Or did I?
I think it was actually for my birthday then. Yeah, that's what happened. You were busking at the time, I remember, and I don't think we had the kids. And you went to work, and it was a really nice sunny day in October, which doesn't always happen.
Mm-hmm. Busking out on Granville Island. I think I mentioned that, but I used to do that a lot, kind of full time.
Well,
making decent
especially
money,
when we
but-
were living in Vancouver.
Yeah, and it was kind of all I could do when Lily was going through her treatment. So
Yeah. So we, anyway, you texted me when I woke up and said, sorry, I can't be here today, but go down to the computer, and I don't know if it was just the lyrics.
it must have just been the lyrics.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, and then the doorbell rang, and
Surprise!
he didn't actually go to work, so that was kind of nice. And so yeah, you wrote this song, and
Did I play it for you then, or
you must have then.
otherwise it's kind of a shitty surprise?
Well, you came home and spent the day with me.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Oh, I guess, yeah. But
Yeah.
So this is the song. And it was like our hashtag at our wedding. And Jamie always signs her cards with it because she really loves it. So this is it. It's called Forevermore.
When it's dark, the angels shine. Words like love don't come out right.
Haven's coming to join us for a second here.
Say hi.
Like heaven.
We're playing Daddy's song.
But I found you where you found me. I fell for you or you for me. Whatever happened, I'll never let you go. And I will catch you when you fall, when you got no strength left at all. I'll be the one beside you, deep inside you. It's us forevermore. I will hold you safe and sound, lift you up when you fall down. I will guide your heart from near or far. It's us forevermore.
So there it is, Forevermore. Haven, do you like that song? It's on the CD you listen to all the time.
Oh, she can't
She
hear
wants
it.
to listen to a bit. I know. So that was one that was, Jamie asked me to write this song for her, and I obliged, and it turned out pretty good. Some people have actually wanted me to play it for their wedding song, and they're like, first dance. One of those weddings didn't happen. They broke up before the wedding. Did I tell you that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's not funny.
It's kind of funny. And then one's coming up, I think booked for next year though. But yeah, they want me to play that. So that means a lot. So obviously it's a pretty good song. And Brendan Woodruff recorded that one as well. That was one of his first projects that we worked on together. She all good? Haven's
She'll
heading
probably
back
be
upstairs? Okay. See you later, sweetie. Okay. Love you. What was she saying?
She's coming back with her iPad to sit here.
Oh, okay. But she won't be able to have the volume on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that might ruin things.
It's okay. She can get her headphones.
That's fine. So Forevermore, I wrote that for you.
Yeah.
Things have been getting better, you know?
Things have been getting better.
Things
That's
are
good.
better. Sorry, I
Yeah.
was just talking before doing this. Okay, I want to do something fun now. Don't look.
Okay.
So these are just some rapid fire questions to get to see how well you know me. So here, I'm just going to do these. How well do you know me? Rapid fire.
What am I doing?
Rapid fire, rapid fire. You're just answering.
Okay.
Where was I born?
Chilliwack.
Right. Favorite sport?
Hockey.
Correct. Haven is yelling at us.
What's up, Haven? Come
Haven,
here.
Daddy's trying to work right now. Can you please give us a minute? My favorite hockey player currently.
Bo Horvat.
Yeah. Kind of.
Oh.
Or Sidney Crosby. Why do I sign my name with a number 10? Don't listen. No, you
Sorry.
need to ignore.
Oh, okay, I was sorry. I was listening to what she said.
Yes, Haven, sure. You can bring one of the kitties in here to show off. This is family life.
You sign it, and I think this is ridiculous. I think because of Kobe Bryant.
No. Oh, babe. Pavel
Pavel
Bure.
Bure.
Kobe Bryant.
Oh, he's 24.
Yeah,
isn't he?
or 8.
Or okay. Sorry.
Favorite beer?
Oh, I don't know anything.
Anything. I'll take that. Probably Guinness if I really had
Oh,
to choose
yeah.
one.
Sorry, I should know that.
But I drink anything. What was my first job, or like some of my first jobs?
The hotel.
Before that, there's 2 answers I would take, but
Serving in a restaurant.
no, it was dishwashing in a restaurant
Oh.
or picking corn. This is getting awkward. We've got a little girl who keeps coming in and out of here. We're trying our best. What do you need, sweetie? See, I'm happy.
What's up?
You got to talk. It's a talk show. We need to know what's going on.
She's fine.
She's fine.
That's it. Did I pass?
Yeah, sure, you passed.
Okay.
We got thrown off a little bit there, but that's okay. And our fans and friends had some questions for us as well.
Okay.
Do you want to get into some of those?
Sure.
Since you alluded to this gentleman, Dylan wanted to know about your influence on my wardrobe, especially the Kobe Bryant jersey. So, do you think you influenced my wardrobe for the better, for worse? And how did you influence it?
Definitely for the better. Like I said, I kind of brought it up a little bit. He used to wear these terrible basketball shorts that, like the ones that were reversible, and they were like silver on one side, or maybe they were
It was
white.
like white, yeah. And then blue on the other.
And they were like, they weighed like 10 pounds.
They were nice.
and really bad Adidas shoes. I'm
we should
sure
probably
we
find.
could.
We'll
we could-
find some pictures. Oh
They
yeah,
were the worst.
they were awesome.
He basically just had said he doesn't go shopping, and he hadn't bought clothes since high school, which was very obvious.
I found clothes. I think that was probably what I told you.
Yeah.
Found clothes or got them from like beer boxes.
Yeah. No, and that's sometimes those shirts are okay. But yes, so now I feel like I even brought it up, I think, last month where I thought maybe I ruined him because he's very into the way he looks now.
And that's all because
It's
of
almost
you, babe.
too much sometimes.
Well, she was so beautiful, and I had to try and keep up. So now I like to be meticulously groomed, as you can tell.
I'm sorry, Haven's just glaring. What's going on?
So our 5-year-old is literally right behind the desk, glaring at us right behind the camera, storming off now. She took a big tumble. She was standing up on the kitchen chair and
Broke the chair.
fell like onto the ground and with the chair and put her knee through the back of the chair. It was pretty crazy. She's fine, but we'll be wrapping up soon and we can go take care of our kid.
She's fine.
She was watching a movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, Jamie did influence my wardrobe quite a bit. The Kobe Bryant jersey was thrown out as...
I still think it's here somewhere in a box of your...
No.
Yeah,
Not
think
at
it's
all.
Yeah, it's... I remember
So
you
you
did
didn't
throw...
like... Did you like the wings? My hair?
No.
I guess that's not
No,
really
remember
wardrobe,
like
but-
within the first couple weeks, you got your haircut. And I'm not... This isn't making me sound very good.
Little superficial there, are we, babe?
No. Anyway,
You just wanted me
What's
to
the next
live up
question?
to my full potential. Oh, the next question from my buddy Scott, who I actually haven't spoken to in like 3 or 4 years, bud. Text me back or something. Maybe more like 5 or 6. We went to that hockey game with him and Kim, remember? And I
Yeah.
feel like that was the last time I saw him or heard from him.
that's the
So
only
you
time
could-
I've met him.
Get at me. He wants to know, are you good in bed?
Me?
Well, it was on my account, but I asked about questions for us. So I think he was saying you, as in you guys. So I'll let you take this one.
I'm not answering this. This is weird.
I had
Well,
an
I'm
answer.
currently pregnant, so it works.
I think we were very good in bed. Would you agree?
Well, I can't answer this. I'm shy.
Wow, way to throw me under the bus here.
Well, yes. Okay, you're great. You're wonderful.
Thank you. But we did get married. So I would say things were slowing down, and then got this little bun in the oven, and it's like screeching a halt, I would say.
Yeah, well.
If you can't laugh at yourself. We're fine. Yes, we're good in bed. Any specific stories you want to get into?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Oh, Tamara wanted to know if you have any weird pregnancy cravings. Don't some women like crave dirt? I swear I read that,
I
right?
think it's called pica?
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 Pica? What?
That's
But-
what that is called
Yeah.
when you crave things that aren't food, like dirt and
What is wrong with you guys?
it's not it's I think men can have it too. It's not just necessarily pregnancy. I could be wrong. Not really. I have been craving like nothing weird, but I've been wanting carbs and sugar, which has just been great. Doctors thought maybe I had a little gestational diabetes, but thinking the test was negative, so we'll see.
That's good. Okay, so nothing too weird.
No.
You like weird stuff anyways all the time.
Like what?
Well, I feel like weird pregnancy cravings are like pickles, but you love pickles.
I love pickles.
Yeah. Okay. Rob Fitzgerald wants to know why you can't load the dishwasher right.
I thought he was on my side.
No. So this was a previous segment on a previous episode of Family Time where we talked about my issues with Jamie and the kids, how they load the dishwasher. So why can't you do it right?
I just don't care.
And a perfect example, how you came down and we were doing some laundry and there was soaking wet.
It wasn't soaking wet.
Well, it was wet. It came out of the washer and she put that wet sweater on our drying rack on top of 3 dry shirts to try and dry that wet sweater. So now the dry shirts are getting wet and the wet shirt is not getting dry because it's touching other shirts.
I knew it was temporary.
And this is what she does in the dishwasher with the bowls on top of other bowls. And I love you. But anyway, so Rob just wanted to know, but is it a family thing? Is it genetic?
No.
Hereditary or whatever the word is, you know? No?
No, I don't know. I don't really know what my parents do.
Or as I said, do you just do it bad so that I don't make you do it?
Well, I don't think you make me do it. Dishes are usually your thing. I just do it because I'm probably tired and
It's
just
okay, babe.
don't want to see the dishes in the sink.
It's okay. We don't have to go there.
Thanks.
And Fun Bobby wants to know who's going to be on episode 11. That's an easy one. Because it's you.
Oh,
This is episode 11.
Okay.
But he asked that when this was going to be episode 10. And he wanted to be on episode 11. But he's not. Sorry, bud. So it's you. That was an easy one.
Yeah.
Right? That's cool. So last thing before we go is, because we haven't really got into what you think
I feel
makes
like this went by really fast.
relationships work. I don't even know how long we've been going. Holy cow, it's 9:30.
So maybe an hour.
Yeah.
Doesn't it tell you?
No, not really. There are a bunch of numbers that I don't understand on there.
Okay.
So let's start with the negative. What are some things that you think we struggle with, or why we don't work so well sometimes? You said you had notes. I haven't seen you bring out your notes.
I know. I memorized things.
Oh,
Did I miss something? Let me check. Why we don't work?
yeah.
I think, well,
And not specifics like because I don't do enough chores in the house. That doesn't cut it. Because I do a lot of chores in the house.
You do like daily things that I wouldn't consider above and beyond. But anyway, I think we're just both very passionate. I think you touched on this earlier. We're very strong-willed in different ways. I'm very strong-willed.
Yeah. So that can cause issues.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't think, you've heard me say this before. I could tell him the same thing 50 million times, but Dylan could tell him the same thing and he would do it. Like an idea.
Interesting.
And so that happens
I think
often.
Sometimes we come to the understanding on how you present that idea
Okay.
is a big reason why it is or is not received well.
But it's still right.
And no, it's not always right. I do see what you're saying. And we have talked about me being more understanding. And then it's that I need to accept some more of your ideas and you need to present them differently. So it's easier for me to accept them.
Okay. I'll work on that.
Right?
Okay.
I had one. What was it? About why we don't work well. Another one of our big things is me being, I'm not going to say immature, but I still, I like to party, right?
I don't.
Jamie doesn't like to party. Even as like a couple, like I see a lot of couples going out with other couples and partying and, having a night out. And Jamie's an old soul that way. Kind of like her father, I think, with the perfect night out is a night in or something, what that saying goes.
Yeah.
So I find that's caused some issues. And then, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go out with my friends. And then that doesn't usually fly because then you're at home.
This goes back to days where you made some bad decisions.
Yeah, but that's all in the past. Yeah. Can't keep living in the past,
anyway,
otherwise your
we
life
could talk
will
forever
be
about
behind
this,
you.
but
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like to have fun. I noticed there's like a little sign over there.
Stop being a fun sponge.
I think I got that for you too.
Yeah, you
because
did.
I get called that often.
Yeah. For good reason.
I think someone needs to be responsible, and somehow it never ends up getting to be Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but that's because you don't want to be irresponsible. Not that I would be irresponsible, but you know what I mean?
Well, I just think of all the things that I have to take care of maybe the next day, and I don't do well with hangovers.
Yeah, I know. And so how is that? Why is that my problem?
because
Jamie gets deathly ill. After her Christmas party last year, she was hungover and she wanted me to take her to the hospital because there was something wrong with her.
it was very, very bad.
She was hungover. So I guess it does hit you pretty hard that way. That's fine. You ever thought about doing drugs instead?
No,
Or?
not at all. I don't like feeling out of my own control. And maybe that's just because I like.
And I like feeling that way.
If we were on vacation, it's a bit different. But I also really love to get my sleep because I don't get a lot of sleep normally. So when I don't have the kids, I think, well, why wouldn't we just relax? We don't ever get to relax. So that's kind of where we differ. But
Sometimes we find that sweet spot where we're having fun. I'm enjoying myself, whether it's with the whole family or just you, and we're out, and I think we do just need to find those moments more. Like the other day, we were at our friend's party, and I was playing beer pong or whatever, right, and having quite a few beers, and that was fine because I think you were comfortable around your friends, gossiping probably. No. So that's your fun, right? Talking about other people.
No. I don't know.
It's kind of. You could admit it. People like to gossip.
Sure.
I like to gossip too. Not really, actually, at all. I barely talk, except for this podcast. Hasn't this been awesome for us?
Yeah, I think what I was actually most nervous about was the fact that we were actually going to sit here and have a conversation.
Mm-hmm. And we're kind of like hashing things out. Like,
Andrew doesn't talk a lot, and I find that's a big thing in our relationship that he doesn't talk
that's
enough.
right. That's another one. That's another
like
reason
to
we
talk.
struggle. Yeah. And a lot of the time I don't talk because I find I get in trouble with a lot of things that I say, whether I feel I should get in trouble for them or not, when I start talking.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. It's true.
Okay. Sounds
So
like an
let's-
excuse.
Maybe a bit. No, it was, and then a lot of it is I always say, I got to sing later. I don't want to talk too much. Got to save my voice.
Lots of excuses.
But also, yeah, I'm not a very talkative guy.
I am.
And this is one of the things, is when I'm out working or whatever, it's always, I have to force conversations with a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I hate small talk.
Random strangers
That's
at
not,
the bars or whatever.
I don't like that
and
at
so
all.
I wear myself out. And I'm like, okay, some peace and quiet. I can just look into your eyes. I don't need words, babe. I can show you how I feel just by looking at you and smiling and winking.
Sure.
What's the most annoying thing that I do? Do you have one that stands out as the most annoying?
Yes.
Okay. Let's put it out there.
And I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot of people that know what I'm talking about. But if anyone's ever been with Andrew when he is eating, he makes this god-awful noise when he's... It's not even when you lick your fingers anymore. Like chicken wings, for example.
Okay. I know what you're saying.
He makes this terrible noise. Yeah, that's disgusting. It's so gross. And I think...
I'm a musician. It's rhythmic. It's, acoustic. Sorry, babe.
No, it's terrible.
I don't do it that often.
All the time.
I guess I don't notice it.
Like, I'll be sitting on the couch watching a show and he's eating something in the dining room and I can hear it.
Yeah.
So it's not just chicken wings.
Yeah, I can see how that would be annoying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
And so how about some of the ways we make things work? What do we do? How do we create the perfect marriage like we have? For all the aspiring marriagers out there, husbands and wives.
Well, I think you, 98% of the time, let me just be in control. That has helped us.
This is very true. And Jamie denies being a control freak.
I'm not a control freak. I just
But if you're not in control, you freak out.
I think
So you see the difference there?
no, it just works. I feel like I don't want to say either one of us wears the pants in a relationship. I think that's not a good thing to say. But it's just best that I take the lead.
It's a personality thing for sure that there is no competing with, honestly. And so it's finding subliminal ways to get my my message in there, or some of what I need and want or think is right as well, and then backing off and saying, okay, we'll do it your way, but hopefully I've got my point across, and it's kind of my way too. But yeah, it's a tough one. It really is, because we don't always see eye to eye. It's a lot of give and take, and I don't know. I don't know how we make it work.
I've learned that if we are in an argument, that you're not going to say anything sometimes, and that actually drives me crazy.
But I guarantee you it's for the best.
Well, sometimes I just want you to, like, fight me back.
Yeah, but why do you want that? Because it just turns into a bigger and bigger fight. And then I get to the point where pretty much nobody's ever seen me before in my life. But that's because I would never open up to someone like that, because I don't care. Or I've never, loved them enough or whatever. It's never been that kind of relationship. But with you, I can get to that point. And it would happen in most of our arguments if I didn't take that step back and say, okay, and because part of my personality is I can do that. I can, and it's a negative as well as a positive, whereas I can shut down and not say anything, not do anything, and just kind of take it, but that's a bad thing too, because then you don't know what's going on inside my head.
Nope.
But if you did know what's going on inside my head, it would make things worse. But
then I might calm down, though, because I would think, oh, gosh, there's a lot going on. Right now, I just think you're not listening to me. No, you're just ignoring what I'm saying.
Because when I tell you how much is going on in my head, and then it's just you up that. And you're like, oh, yeah, well, look at what's going on inside my head.
Well.
Anyway. How are you feeling now? See, you relaxed a bit.
Yeah.
This has been fun. Was there anything else you were hoping to talk about?
I don't know. I thought you'd ask me more questions.
I don't really do that, because we've been going here for a long time. We got a kid we got to put to bed. Some Girl Guide cookies up there to finish off. Got to feed that baby boy in there. Yeah. Hey. So would you do this again?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Will you subscribe to my YouTube channel?
I'm pretty sure I already have.
Okay. Do you want to point for Nicola?
Where am I pointing?
Actually, before, one of my best, most supportive YouTube followers of the AC show, I thought I should bring this up. And I told you, I was thinking of naming my show something different and actually asking this guy, you know who I'm talking about, right? Because I think he has one of the coolest names I've heard, or like the great radio names. And
his wife somehow won't take his name. Let's talk about that.
Maybe, I don't know if we should.
To bring that up.
She has it hyphenated on Facebook.
It's fake.
It's fake? Well, sorry about that. But so, I originally thought a killer name, and maybe he'll have to start a show so that he can call it The Dan Stone Show. Or I could call this The Dan Stone Show featuring Andrew Christopher or something. But anyways, my buddy Dan, he's been great for following and yes, sharing.
He's upset though you have.
I know, he was like, "Well, you mentioned my wife, you mentioned Tara and Stephanie and Nicola."
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why I was like, should we point?
Is that where the subscriber is?
The subscribe button is actually I have no idea, but you can just tell people to subscribe.
Subscribe.
And I thought of this. I can make this announcement. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do one of these shows completely naked.
Oh, jeez.
Will you join me?
I won't be naked.
Oh, okay. That would probably help, but no. But yeah, I think that's a good, isn't that cool? Incentive?
Sure.
Like kind of like Howard Stern. Didn't he do that or something?
I have no idea.
Because it's radio, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because this could be just a podcast, people on Spotify or whatever, but then I'll be like, what's up? Because you can't see anything, I don't think. I'll make sure the camera angle's all good.
Yeah.
So 1,000 subscribers, and I will do the AC show completely naked.
Maybe we'll have Tara on for that one.
Yeah.
She'd like that.
Yeah, that could get awkward real quick.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should cut this off. Do you want to do the thing again?
Sure.
Make sure you push the right one, though.
Why is
Love
this
you
on-
guys.
Why are these two on there?
Well, don't worry about it. Just don't push those.
Okay. Just this one.
Hope so.
It's the end.
We did it. Give me a kiss.
Okay.
It's the end of Christopher Show. But really we call it the AC Show. Yeah, we really call it the AC Show. Really call it the AC Show. It's the AC Show. It's the AC Show with AC, your host. Check it out.
Okay, hold up. We forgot to talk about our wedding, so maybe we'll get into that next time, because we did get married and had a lot of fun.
And he managed to surprise me. That's a big thing.
Our engagement?
Yeah.
Oh, we are the worst at this. Next time.